Los Angeles approach.
Oops. Hit the wrong clip.
Mm-hmm. So
Podcast is going to get something different. I'm going to edit it. Okay. This is the clip that I want to start off with. This is where the podcast is going to start. Just so you know, those listening live, y'all see it behind the screen, behind the scenes. All right, here we go. Now we're starting.
I had no idea you could milk a cat.
Oh yeah, you can milk anything with nipples.
I have nipples, Greg. Could you milk me?
Welcome back to the We Was Watching podcast. I'm your host, Brandon.
I'm your other host, Chanel.
And we are back to talk about Pluribus, episode 5 on a late night stream. If you listen to us on podcasts, it's whatever time it is where you at. But if you listen, and those of you doing that, you can leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. If you do, we'll read those on the show. We appreciate those whenever we get them. You can also watch us on YouTube at youtube.com/@WeWasWatching, or just search for the We Was Watching podcast. Like our video, subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell so you can see us go live. You can also email the show at wewaswatchingpodcast@gmail.com. Tell us any theories about the show, what you're excited about. Industry's coming back. Give us any theories about season 4 of Industry. Is this season 4?
Yep.
Season 4 of Industry. Or you can follow us on all the different social media accounts at We Was Watching. And we appreciate all those follows and likes there as well. It's late, and we just recorded last night, so I'm skipping what we've been on because we just talked last night for those of you listening live. So we'll jump right in to the recap.
Once upon a time in the projects, yo.
Chanel, did you like the opening? Did you appreciate that? Did you know what that movie's from? You know where that's from?
Don't. It's too late for you to be on my nerves.
I'm just asking a question. That wasn't offensive.
Yeah, I know that's your favorite movie, Meet the Parents. I've seen it. I know the reference. I know who Greg is, Jinxie.
Well, this episode was called Got Milk. And we didn't talk in depth last episode, but we did mention that Zosia was drinking milk at the hospital. And thinking in hindsight, that is kind of odd. I should have been like, why the fuck is she drinking milk?
Well, it gives you strong bones, vitamin D. I know that's a myth. I'm actually very anti-dairy, and I don't support any adult I don't support kids drinking milk. I think milk is disgusting. I think I should stop consuming it. We're not supposed to eat milk from other mammals. We're supposed to drink milk from our mothers, and that's it, or people who have mammary glands. And y'all should be drinking plant-based milks. Point blank period. It's better for the earth. It's better for your bodies. And I am anti-dairy, and that is a very serious take on my end. I know I joke a lot. I'm very anti-dairy.
You're missing out on all the great things in life.
I'm not missing out at all. My
it's
body
the circle
says,
of life.
hey, it can't process it. It's not our, no, that's what I'm saying. You're getting to somebody else's ecosystem and eating their shit. That's not supposed to be it. But anyway, yeah, it was weird to see an adult drink milk. It's giving McPoyle from Always Sunny, or like, what do we watch some, oh, yeah, like, you know who drinks milk is Homelander. Homelander wants a gallon
No,
of milk
Homelander
at
does
night.
what you want. You support
No,
Homelander.
Doesn't Homelander drink milk?
Yeah,
At night with his stuff?
Yeah, from breast pump
From
milk.
humans. From humans.
Yes,
All right,
he
well,
does.
Just
so y'all know,
all the time.
Chanel likes Scrooge McDick, and she supports Homelander drinking breast milk in his 40s.
I want you to genuinely hear me when I say, stop saying my name and Scrooge McDick at the same time.
And she likes men drinking breast milk from their boss in their 40s. That's the world that she wants to live in. You just said that. You just went on a rant saying that's what we should be doing. Petty Gibbs heard it. They're in the chat. They heard it.
Hey, Petty. Also, you have a fan. You have one fan, and that fan's name is Ryan W. Because Ryan twice across 2 different episodes in 1 month has said Brandon is crushing it. So I just thought you'd like to know you have one person who likes to listen to you.
I feel like that's a bot. But I appreciate all the bots as well.
No, he's specifically saying, Brandon, you're crushing it. He's saying your name. He's like,
I know.
specifically
that's why I said it's a bot. But I
That
appreciate the
bot would be
bots.
doing a lot more than most bots do. To be, like most bots just say stuff versus him being like, uh, calling you by name.
Oh, Chanel, I have a surprise for you because we don't have a point to play this episode, but I got you a sound bite just for you. Just for you. Okay? Are you ready?
It better be Zaddy alert. Is it the Zaddy alert?
Are you ready?
Okay.
Are you done drinking? I don't want you to spit out your drink.
Yes, I'm done drinking.
Okay, I'm just checking. I got this for you.
Zaddy.
Yes, thank you so much. I knew finally my Zaddy alert is there. Let's see, there's no Zaddies this whole episode,
No, there's none.
except for the one guy with the long hair who's pushing the guy in a wheelchair.
He wasn't a zaddy. You just
I'm
looking for it.
I'm trying to be inclusive.
So
That's hilarious. We have a Zaddy alert now. Yes, everyone, progress on the show. Real life. This is producing.
We're gonna jump into this episode. We start off at the hospital. Some old guy drinking milk. They got kids. They got kids working at the hospital. They got MILFs working at the hospital. All types of people.
I guess if you go back, we probably will see way more milk than we realize. And yeah, it is kind of hilarious to think like everybody's a doctor, like everyone can do all the jobs. And Carol says it later, but it's like obviously it's messed up, but I kind of get caught up in the argument sometimes of like, oh, there's no crime, there's no whatever. But she's right, like childhood is ended, education is ended, like everyone knows everything. There's no point of anything almost.
Yeah, and they had a woman with like a whole bunch of tattoos, like working in the hospital, and Robert Griffin III was like, "I see why they call this episode "Got Milk." And Carol has a stress toy, and she's like stressing out because she's worried about Zosia.
Because
she need to go.
Yeah,
she
'cause
need to
again,
figure
she's
out does she care about these people or does she
Zosia
not?
or what? Because she's been the closest to killing the whole. She's been as close to killing the whole species as they did when they came into the invasion. Like it's them and then her, top two threats to humanity right now.
The phone start ringing, and Carol's like, "What the fuck?" And then she walks
But
over.
it's clearly for her. But mind you, I don't know if you noticed this because you had said this before, and I think you were like, what do we do if they get mad at her or something like that? And I started to notice a little cold shoulder this early, and I said, oh shit, Brandon's on to something.
So she goes over and it's Laxmi, and she's pissed. She's like, "Why the fuck did you make my son cry?" And Carol's like, "Oh, hey, Laxmi, like what the fuck do you want?" And she's like, "What is wrong with you?" She's like, "What is wrong with you? What the hell do you keep doing? You keep having these outbursts over and over." And then Carol tries to change the subject. She's like, "Listen, Laxmi, I found out some shit." And Laxmi was like, "Stop making my son cry." Hung up.
So here's the thing, Lakshmi's not wrong in that Lakshmi's reminding her, like, yo, when you do one thing, like, you're going to mess up the equilibrium, everything. But Lakshmi's also being willfully ignorant because that's not just your son freaking crying. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's more than just your son. Like, this is a whole Borg. So she kind of gets on my nerves when she's acting all, what?
No, you said the Borg. So I've been reading some stuff on like the threads and stuff about this. And do you know what? By the way, I had a joke that I was going to make about this. And I love Chanel. I'm close to Chanel. But maybe 2 years later, I would have made this joke to Chanel, but I'm not there yet. Maybe in
Don't
2
do it.
years,
Yep.
I'll make the joke. 2 years. Write this down. 2 years, I'm coming back to this joke. If the show's still going, which I hope it is. But
there's so many ifs going on right now. Okay, keep going.
In the threads, they've come up with names for the people who are like infected and the people who are not infected. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
They are called the licked and the unlicked.
Unlick, L-I-C-K or L-I-T?
Yeah, L-I-C-K. Licked. Like when she was licking the
That's
donuts.
Weird. Oh yeah, that's funny. No, I like unlit, but yes, I am I'm definitely, yeah, I mean, I'm closer to Carol. in terms of I do want my individuality. I prefer not to get a licking, but
Yeah,
we
Carol's one
can
of the
call.
unlicked.
What I like about it is we could call it the lickening when they all the assimilation.
That's how it started. Well, actually, it
Yeah,
started
so
with a
the
bite,
lickening.
but then it was a lick.
But I'm
Um,
saying we're 8 days, 8.5 days out from the lickening. Almost 9.
yes. Which reminds us, there's a lot of people giving Carol a hard time, and we joke about giving Carol a hard time, but she did just lose like her lover 8 days ago.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good. That's important to keep that in mind because yeah, they had that, and I was like, yep, good
So
reminder.
Carol goes in to check on Zosia, and the nurse is like, "She's straight. I'm out of here," and just walks right
And that's
past
how
her.
I knew. She was like, she's okay. She ignored her. Like she ignored her, and I did that recently to somebody, and it takes a lot of effort when you want to be a happy person, and somebody pisses you off, and you have to take space. It's a hard thing to do.
Carol then goes to take a nap, like most family members and friends do when someone you care about's in the hospital and you're waiting on them to get better. But she sleeps all throughout the fucking day. Meanwhile, while she's sleeping, you see all the licks leaving the hospital. They
Oh,
all
that's what
dipping
you're definitely calling them that now.
in this part of the show. Yeah, in my
Okay,
notes.
okay, I love that. Okay, got it.
So they're leaving, and they, we see all like school buses and ambulances and cars lining up, taking people out. They're like, what the hell's going on? Carol wakes up later that evening. Ain't nobody in that hoe. Hospital empty. She walking around, where's everybody, looking for Zosia, starts freaking out, goes to the phone to dial 0, and we get this.
Hello, Carol.
Where did
This
everybody?
is a recording.
Her face acting in this show is so great.
Yeah, she's doing a lot of work. She's carrying.
By
show
the
for
way,
sure.
Petty Gibbs, fetch has already happened. Okay, we've already made fetch happen, so it's here.
By the way, though, this is damn near a solo episode, so she's really carrying the fuck out of this show.
At the tone, you can leave a message to request anything you might need. We'll do our best to provide it. Our feelings for you haven't changed, Carol. But after everything that's happened, we just need a little space.
I'm telling you, this is the Borg is. I just realized what the Licht are. The Licht are codependents. They're codependents, and their boundaries are finally crossed. And they said, "All right, I'm gonna have to punish you, and it hurts me when it hurts you to not be able to be nice to you, but I'm gonna stop people pleasing." And they got the fuck out, and I'm actually proud of them because that is a step in recovery.
Carol is offended, and
Yeah, finally some consequences to her caroling.
she leaves. She goes to the tallest building she could find, which is the Crown
Which is
Plaza
like a
Hotel.
Ramada Inn, Crown Plaza Hotel. Yeah, poor thing, and all the power is out because nobody's there to work, so she has to climb all the way to the top on her own. And you know what this reminded me of that I watched recently? Speaking of skipping what we've been on,
What?
I went back to rewatch Hangover to see if it holds up, and it does. It
Oh,
does
yeah.
hold up,
It's
and
one of the funniest movies of all time. Of course, it holds up.
the whole time I kept remembering like, but you know how like, I mean, but you know I think I told you I went back to watch Superbad and it didn't hold up. Like the dialogue in the beginning was just like really clunky and really like weird, like just trying to be super
Yeah, but
hypersexual with Page
McLovin
voice.
is hilarious.
Right, but what I'm telling you is that I was watching Superbad with my niece and trying to introduce it to her, and I was like, it was too awkward to even get to Tim McLovin. And I was like, oh, but like we got to the Tiger, we got to the Mike Tyson of it all without any like need to pause and be like, what are they doing? So long story short, I was thinking about her getting stuck on that roof, and I was like, I know they're not going to do this, but I was like, if she got stuck on that roof, she actually all her problems would be solved because she'd die on the top of that roof because there's no one within like 100 square mile radius. Like, and then it's also there's a little bit of a moment where you can see it's like CGI. And I would say this is one of the only ethical cases for AI in entertainment because the amount of money it takes to clear out the town of Albuquerque to get that shot is not worth what we could do, like, the basement we flood to generate this image with ChatGPT. So, like, I was like, okay, this is when I understand them using movie magic.
Yeah, but they didn't use AI. They just used CG. It's not the same.
I mean, what I'm just saying, like, if there was a time, I'm very anti, like, I'm very anti AI. But if there's a time when you can use it, I think it's when you're trying to get, like, sometimes the impossible shot is important, and sometimes it's a logistical nightmare that's not worth it because you just need to show an empty city, and you can do that with, like you said, CGI, AI, whatever the case is. So I'm kind of more thinking about it from like a fuck AI perspective. But yes, they get a pretty cool shot of like you can tell that all of Albuquerque is cleared, and you can see like you see the last of the trucks and
Yeah,
cars leaving the town.
they was leaving like a hurricane was coming.
Very cool shot. They was getting the hell out of Dodge.
By the way, we didn't mention this last week, but Manosus, who's the guy in Paraguay. So you want to know something cool? Because woke. I had to tell this because woke Chanel would really like this. Did you know, Chanel, that the actor is Colombian? He's not from Paraguay, and he couldn't.
That's fucked up.
He didn't feel comfortable doing a Paraguay accent, so they made him in the show a Colombian expat who lives in Paraguay. Look at that.
Great. Because he didn't want to appropriate. And honestly, like when you get into South America, which is not the same thing as Latin America, sorry to tell you that, but when you get into South America, it's similar, but it's not the same thing. And the countries have different, like there are very different people in different cultures. So I do understand that. Like, and him being Colombian means that him being from Paraguay is going to be two different things. I love that. Mi gente are so ethical when it comes to representing and storytelling.
Oh, I told you. I know you would like that. That's why I told you. So she sees
Mm-hmm.
them leaving. She says, "Good riddance. Fuck you." She's excited about it. Then we see that
Yeah,
it's
but I also think, but I'm like, Carol, this is where you get to be a Karen because you're about to realize how much they've really been keeping your life alive. Like, I just started to think, okay, being the last of 12 people who were sane or like normal or whatever you want to call it, unassimilated, unlicked, is great until you're the one person on earth that no one wants to talk to. And that I cannot imagine that level of loneliness. No one wants to talk to you. There's no one to talk to.
yeah.
But what's crazy is like, say if it's like end of the world, like zombie or whatever, everyone's gone. Here, everyone's not gone. They just chose to leave you alone. That's how much you got on their nerves. That
Well,
would
technically, one
stress me
person.
out.
Technically, like 13 people don't want to talk to you. It's not that bad. Actually, 12
That's funny.
people. So
Right, but okay. But again, if you're the last 14 people on Earth, if 13 people don't want to talk to you, that's rough. That's all the world doesn't want to talk to you.
that's true. Then we see that it's 8 days and 22 hours since the outbreak, since the lickening, and later that night,
Can we call that the episode title, please?
the
On the
lickening.
podcast. Mm-hmm. The lickening.
But that would have been a good episode for episode 1.
Well, we didn't have the name yet, so what are we gonna do?
That's true. That's true. We see her writing
Okay.
a note of some sort on her desk, and she's thinking a way of describing the people. She calls them the afflicted. And then
Yeah, I thought she was writing a letter to them. I didn't know what she was doing at this point.
she then decides to put on some makeup, put on her best sports coat, and go record a message. So we see that note was
She about to go commentate
script.
golf. That's how she looked. She about to go commentate women's tennis. It's giving.
Yes. Yeah, tennis is better than golf. Yeah. Golf would have been a collar shirt. She makes so that we find out that's a script. But she's so self-conscious about her drinking that she hides her scotch in the background before she can go on
Well,
camera.
to be fair though, if I never met you or if the time I met you, you was tweaking out about everything, and then I see you got a bunch of Sir James in the back, I'm gonna be like, oh, she's drunk.
No, you would
and
think
watch
she has
me
a
already
bar
got
in
a
her
case
house.
against her. Yeah, but like if I see a bunch of half empty bottles right there in eye shot, I'm like, oh, she's drunk right now. Because they already are building a case against her, right? Like nobody wants a truth teller at this point in time.
She records a message for the unlicked. She found out she can return the world back to the way it is. At least she thinks she can. She tells them, you know what I
She
found
actually
out?
doesn't know anything. This is all conjecture based on, hey, I asked them, and the fact that they didn't feel comfortable saying no means that it's a yes.
she finds out they can't lie, and the virus want to let them lie. They didn't tell her the solution. She says, but they all started crying and they dipped. They left my town. So she thinks she's on the right track. And she was like, some of y'all dopes think the world would be better, all becoming licked. But just you be happy until you find out your ass. That'll be your last wish. Wishing that that's the best thing.
That'd be your last opinion. She says it's like when I used to fight with my cousins and they'd be like, you better keep me on, like, you know, they have you pinned down. You'd be like, hey, you better keep me on the ground because if I ever get up, I'm whooping your ass. So you better just, you know, enjoy the fact that you got me pinned down right now because when I get up, it's over for you. So that's what it felt like.
And then we had this great clip of her asking them for some help.
Hello, Carol. This is a recording. At the tone, you...
This is exactly how people feel when you get a recording and you're sick of it. When you got to like keep calling back.
Right. She not real because I would have been pressing 1 over and over just to see what it does.
And leave a message to request anything you might need. We'll do our best to provide it.
Mm-hmm.
Our feelings for you haven't changed.
Got it.
But after everything that's happened, we just need a little space.
Got it.
There's no way that was written in the script. That was 100% ad lib right there. That was not written in the script.
It's Carol. I've made a video. You're not going to like it. However, I want you to make 12 copies and distribute them to all of the other people like me. And for those that don't speak English, I want you to subtitle what I say word for word. I certainly can't force you to do this. However, you doing it would please me. And I know you're into that. And conversely, if you don't do it, I can't be held responsible for the biblically shitty mood in which I will no doubt find myself. So, I'm going to leave it outside on the curb by a rock. And I'll stay far, far away, because God knows you need your space.
She's so great. I'm so Team Carol now. This is exactly how you're supposed to handle it.
I think she's being extra bitchy, but I feel you.
How? The world has ended and she lost her wife, partner.
She can still say, hey, please, can y'all pick this up soon? Thank you.
This is the second week in a row that, you know, Chanel is being pro-respectability politics. So I guess I got to be the one.
I'm being pro
not about it.
Manners.
It's not about respectability.
Brandon, I don't know if you know this, but Black people have manners too. Black people care about other people's feelings. They care about how they present themselves. They care about
She's
the
white.
community. I know, but I care. I don't know if it's confusing to you because I care about it.
Black doesn't exist in this world.
Black people aren't just. Black women don't just expect everyone to be
Black
rude
women
to
don't
each other.
exist in this world.
That's so true. Damn,
Race.
they did. Wait, don't make me. You shouldn't have said that. You should not have said that.
Sure.
I've been going this whole show not thinking about race. Why would you remind me that there's no black women survivors? I wasn't mad about the show.
No, race doesn't exist anymore. It's over.
No, race still exists.
No, it's over.
No, race still exists. It's just a characteristic. It's just like tall, short. It's like there's this individual is tall. This individual is brown. This individual is from Paraguay. But
no, that's color.
Now there's no
this individual is brown. This individual is dark brown. This individual is light brown. This individual is lighter brown. This individual is peach. This individual is ghost. That's what exists. Now, not even individual. This vessel is brown. That's what exists in this world. So no.
But I'm saying you just made me realize I haven't seen any black women with speaking roles in this whole show. That's upsetting me. I haven't seen the twins maybe at the signing. Dang, I wish you hadn't told me that because I was just not seeing color for once in the show. That's how you know a show's good, when it has me not counting how few black people there are. Damn.
There's no reason to count them. There's like
You
5
ruined it
people
for
in
me,
this
bro.
fucking show. It's not, there's no one
but
in the
there's
show.
extras all the time. No, we just saw all them people filing out of the day. They went and got the
Yeah,
people
they
with
were
broken
black
legs out
people.
the hospital.
They were black
I
women.
didn't see enough black women. I didn't see any. Okay, what I said was black women with speaking roles. Not since episode 1. This is disappointing. Rhea Purhorn or whatever her name is, Seahorn.
It's not disappointing. We don't need them. We need characters. That's right. Race doesn't exist. And they're in New Mexico.
And how
In
come all the
Albuquerque.
people who come talk to her as whites?
It wasn't. We
Race
saw
don't
Robert.
exist, why they can't?
We saw Robert Bailey come talk to her.
Okay. You're right, but no black
DHL
women.
man.
I think you should just acknowledge what I'm saying, which is that no black women have had speaking roles, and that's kind of crazy, and we'll move on.
There were black women that speaking roles in episode 1.
The 2 twins, but which you have forgotten about until I brought them up just now, and they said one line at the book thing, but there's been no black women. I'm just saying.
Have they had speaking
You can make a
roles
show
or
about
not?
anything. You can make a show about anything. Come on, let's move on.
You sound like a hater. Stop being a hater. Where was I? Oh, the drone shows up. So they had drones doing physical comedy, like the Three Stooges in this episode. And
That is where we are today.
And Carol is, I guess the word would be amused that they hate her so much that they send a drone to pick him up and not just send somebody to come pick it up. The drone comes and picks that shit up and flies off. And then Carol goes back inside, pours some scotch. But then she's like, you know what? I'm not finna drink that tonight. I'm good. She goes and gets another TV dinner. And then for the first time in 8 days, she goes and sleeps in her bed because she couldn't bear to do that after Helen passed. So that was a very emotional
Yeah, that's
scene.
when I remember she actually is grieving. Yeah, she sleeps on her side of the bed, and it is weird to sleep in the middle of the bed when you just lost someone. So yeah, this kind of brought it back home for me, like why she might have been like this no matter what, but she's definitely going to be like this with Helen gone.
She wakes up out of her sleep because she heard some noise, and it's some coyotes going through her trash. And she runs up. She's like, nope, I'm not dealing with this bullshit. Goes and grabs a golf club, bangs on the door to scare them away, opens the door like she's about to hit them with the golf club, but they run away. But it's trash everywhere. She goes back inside to leave another message to the lit. She wants all the lights back on everywhere right now. And she takes her ass back to sleep. The next morning, she's outside picking up all the trash, takes it to the curb. She calls them back. It's like, hey, dog, the trash people usually come on Tuesday and Thursdays. So y'all gonna have to send somebody up over here to get my shit. And so they still don't want to talk to her ass. So they call back, but they call back with a recording because they don't want to talk to her. And they can pick up the trash if she takes it out of the can, places it next to the curve, and that the bags don't weigh no more than 17 pounds apiece. Now, Chanel, that is very specific. 17 pounds apiece. You're on mute.
I didn't know why. I just assumed they was going to have some kids come pick it up.
What? We know the people left. Why would they have kids come
Right,
pick
but
it up?
I'm like, but maybe there's some kids who were, ombudsmen. No, what's it called? Aldermans. No,
Did you say ombudsman?
They're in sanitation. What's it called that what was like Tony Soprano's fake job that he would say he was into? Was it just sanitation?
Sanitation.
What's the name of the guy who's in charge of sanitation?
Not an ombudsman.
It's because it's not trash man. Like it's like obviously I mean trash man, but I'm trying to think what the formal name is. Anyway, I'm probably making that up. I thought they were just gonna have like a little brigade come pick it up, but no, it is because they are getting them they're getting another drone back.
Petty Gift says waste management. That's the industry.
Waste management. That's closer to what I was thinking. But yeah, so I'm thinking they're going to have them come in with the green trucks. But no, it was a trash drone, which had a really good, the drone has like one of those clasping mechanisms from the video games, that the arcade games that have always fucked you up and made you lose your money. It clasped real good onto it clasped real good onto that. But I'm talking about the claw. It has a claw. It clasped real good on the book, on the tape that they sent out earlier, and then it clasped real good on this garbage bag. But she didn't take the time to weigh the garbage bag. She's kind of assumed it's kind of not too heavy, so the drone starts struggling to pick it up. So, as Brandon says, it is actual physical comedy with technology, which I'm actually upset. It's funny because Vince Gilligan has like been on this big rampage about no AI was used to make the show, fuck AI, and then they kind of show us physical comedy with something powered by automation. But anyway, the drone is having a lot of trouble lifting the bag, and I'm like, oh, that's just gonna splat all over the yard. And then it makes its way up. It finally gets his balance, and it goes, and then it hits a light pole unnecessarily, wraps around completely, like the drone fritzes out, and the trash bag busts itself open anyway.
Carol did. See, if you're a long time listener to the show, you know that one of the big things about the show is that Chanel is a world traveler. She travels around the world. You know, she probably goes on 72, 73 trips a year on a plane somewhere.
Okay.
So
You be having me, and then you be saying crazy stuff.
So at the
I was in business
airport,
school, guys.
at the airport, Chanel goes up because she travels so often. She don't even got to put her bag on the weight scale. Oh, this ain't 50. I'm good. It goes right.
That's hilarious. You
That's
do
how it
kind of get
works.
to that point where you're like, this. I mean, I do have an idea when I'm gonna be close, but that's just from experience. Carol didn't give a fuck because Carol did what I would have done. This is the problem, and this is sometimes why I have issues with teamwork. Because Carol did what I would have done, which is like, I don't understand why they want it to be less than 17 pounds, so I don't care. And the truth is, like, there was a reason for it, and so instead of her taking the extra step to double check, she just wants to watch and see what happens, basically.
So then the trash is on the ground. So Carol's like, all right, I'm gonna pick this shit up. And she takes it to a public trash can. She's trying to fit it into one of them little ass public trash cans. And then she looks in the recycle bin.
She's throwing away that serving serving tray top that from the hotels, and it doesn't fit in anything. I was trying to remember what that was. Yeah.
And she then looks in the recycle bin, and she sees the milk cartons, and she walks away, and she was like, "Huh,
it's a lot of fucking milk cartons.
Why is there nothing but milk cartons in there?
All milk. Yeah, it's like all 100% milk."
So then she walks down to another public trash can. She sees more milk cartons, and she's like, "All right." And then the next thing she goes is to a fucking dumpster, and she opens the dumpster, and the dumpster is full of milk cartons. But because Carol is
no other food waste.
Because Carol is a liberal arts major, she's not that smart. She
What the hell?
That was the joke. That's the joke.
Okay.
That liberal arts people are smart.
One.
That's the joke.
Good one, guys. Everyone laugh at Brandon's joke.
It's not true. I'm saying that's what people say because they're stupid.
Mm-hmm. It was so okay.
And so
go ahead, keep going.
She didn't just pull out a carton from the easy trash can. She's got to pull out a carton from the dumpster. And she's short, so she can't reach into the dumpster. So she tips over and falls in the dumpster.
Yeah, I feel like it's one of those things where you're like, maybe there's something different in here than what I could have easily reached out there. And it actually wasn't. It was all the same.
She then looks at the carton and notices the logo. She's like, oh, this is a local milk factory. That makes sense. And so she drives to the milk factory and it's empty.
At this point, she's just looking for clues because she knows something is amiss. She knows there's some type of theory somewhere out there that she can figure out, like, what's going on here. But she realizes she has to do it all on her own.
The milk machines have liquid coming out of it, like residue, but it's clearly not milk. So she notices, like, oh, that's not fucking milk. And
it's like sticky.
She hears some noise.
Giving, you know what it was giving? It was giving the stuff that the butterflies ate in Project Monarch and season 1 of Peacemaker.
I knew you were going to say that. I wrote that.
Yeah, that's
right
what it was
here.
giving. But I'm like, are they being like, are they copying a little bit?
She then
it could have been anything.
She hears some noise in the back. She runs back there. It's some crows. and she yells at him, "Get out of here! Get shoo!" She even says shoo. It's so funny. She shoos them. She walks back and finds that there's like these bags with these like grainy substances. And she don't know what it is, but she knows it's part of this shit. She goes back home. She grabs a little science kit that she has, and she goes to work. And then we get another scene with her recording a video, which was awesome.
Carol Sturka here with
Why are you telling them it's Carol Sturka? They know who you are. You're clearly on video. It's only 12 people. They all know your name at this point.
update. Here where I live, Albuquerque, New Mexico, they drink this like it's going out of style. These are little milk cartons, the kind we give children in elementary schools, back when we had elementary schools and children. And as you can see, they seem to come in all kinds of flavors, plain, chocolate, strawberry, so on. But the thing is, it's not milk in any of them. It is this one strange liquid. And they make it in this local dairy facility in my town. Well, made, past tense, because as I told you in my previous video, they've shut everything down here and abandoned me completely, which is...
Does the internet exist anymore, or is the internet shut down? That's what I want to know.
I think it's working. Well, honestly, because there's technicians. I think it's probably like bare bones. Whatever can work with whatever's working right now, because somebody's like falling asleep and they're only there for security reasons, is still working. Whatever needs to be like manned 24/7, maybe they have someone staying there, maybe not.
Because cell phones aren't working. That's why they had said you got to use landlines. So I was curious if the internet's still up.
You know, whatever. Who cares? But in this dairy, they make this by mixing.
Because they need a WhatsApp group. They get them a nice little WhatsApp group where they can just drop these videos into each other. Boom, 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 quick, instant, and they good to go.
Need a WhatsApp group.
And
They
WhatsApp's encrypted,
Discord.
so the lick
They
can't
need
figure
a
it out.
Discord, dead ass. Because then they can add each other, and then they can kind of like block Carol if they need to. They need a Discord.
Water into this.
Pointing the water is so stupid.
White.
She got a nice little, what they call, Britas? Is that what it's called? Brita?
Yeah, I got it. I keep a Brita on me. There's a Brita in the fridge in the kitchen right now.
She got a nice Brita.
Powdery stuff. Can you see that? Whatever that is. And then the resulting liquid is all they seem to consume. Look around where you live. I'll bet they are manufacturing this in every city in the world. Everywhere.
Okay, Ron, you figured it out.
Where there's a spare dairy or a bottling factory. Maybe where you are, it doesn't come in a carton, it comes in a can. But either way.
Where do they sell milk in a can anywhere in the world?
I'm sure they do.
Anywhere in the world do they sell milk in a can?
sure
I want to
they
know.
do.
We have international listeners. Let us know. Do they sell milk in a can?
Yeah, what are you talking about? Eagle brand.
What is Eagle brand?
That's where the food. If you have any condensed milk tomorrow, it's gonna come out of a can.
That's condensed milk. We're not talking about condensed milk. We're talking about milk.
No.
I've seen milk in a glass jar,
evaporated milk. Yeah.
in a carton, in plastic. Right? I've never seen milk in a can. Not never.
Well, she's just trying to be inclusive. She's like, I don't know what y'all do over there. Oh, I guess maybe just evaporate. She's like, I don't know what y'all do over there, but where we're at, we do cups. Maybe you guys sip milk through your fingers. We don't know. She's trying to think about all the different instances.
It's this. So what is this? What does it do to them when they drink it? Could it be that this is how they're all staying connected?
Carol should have, before she got on their bad side, she should have asked for them to drop off a shitload of DVDs and Blu-rays and records.
Yeah, she could have been cold chilling, bro.
And she could have
All
caught
she
up on
gotta
all her shows.
That's all she gotta do. She could have finished reading every great work of art. Like she could go right now and see every piece of art in every museum in the world if she really wanted to. Mind you, maybe she doesn't want to use her transportation, whatever, but like she could really be like she could be taking Aristotle courses right now. But instead she's sitting here dipping her finger in this liquid, trying not to taste it.
I mean, her boy Diabate is not that far
He
from
out there
her.
living.
He said he was going to Las Vegas to be in Elvis's suite or something like that, right? Las Vegas is like 7 hours from Albuquerque. She could hop in her cop car and take her ass up there and
Hey,
hang out.
let's hope he takes a laxative on the way.
A laxative. I don't get it. Why she need a laxative?
He's going to Elvis's suite because Elvis's suite. Elvis died because he was constipated.
Okay.
Here's what I know so far. It does not smell like anything. But it's got this weird texture.
How are they supposed to know what the texture is by you sticking your hand in the water?
It's kind of like olive oil, but thinner. That probably means something. And I've got no idea what makes it this color. What would you call that? Amber? Straw colored? And I tested the pH. It is a 7.1, which means, hang on, I have it marked. It is...
Nothing.
Neutral.
Yeah, well, that means nothing.
Basically, it's neutral. You know what else is neutral? Celery. And water. So... yeah.
That's when she realized, what the fuck am I saying?
Yeah. She's like, the celery is when she lost it.
And it does not contain chlorine. So. Anybody listening out there? Huh? How about it, U12? Any response? Are you even getting these? Because how the fuck would I know?
I actually think they are showing them.
Yeah, they can't help it. If she asks them if they're doing it, they can't say no. So she can follow up. She goes and she deletes that because she ain't like how she was speaking on there, and she basically records another one. And then she goes outside, drops the video off. Drone comes back and takes it. But what the drone's leaving, you see a pack of coyotes rolling up with their crew. It's like, you scared me last time. I'm bringing back my crew this time. We ready to roll. She then goes back to
Just fuck the wolf. Said Megan Thee
from?
Stallion. That's a Megan Thee Stallion tweet from 2014. She's talking about Twilight.
Oh.
You know,
I don't know nothing about Twilight. I'm too cool for that. So then she goes outside. Oh yeah, so she goes back inside, and then she hears some noise, and she goes and she looks out the window, and the coyotes out there trying to dig up Helen. And Carol zaps, goes and grabs her club, rolls outside like, "Hey, wolves!"
And she don't have not one game plan in mind. She don't got not one. Like, she's like, if this don't scare them this time, I actually don't know what I'm gonna do.
They're like, get the fuck out of here. And
yeah, shoo ain't gonna work on them.
Then the wolves look at her and start growling. And at that point, she was like, I done fucked up now. And so then she goes inside and she runs back in the front door and she goes out into the cop car, tries to grab the shotgun. And the shotgun, she can't pull it out. It's not working. And that's when she goes back inside. And before she goes back inside, she drives the car around because she's like, oh, I got an idea. I'm like, what the fuck is she about to do?
Oh, I definitely was like, so you can't get the shotgun. I get it. I knew there's probably some kind of mechanism, but I'm like, literally run over the wolves. Like, I'm chasing them down at this point because they're going to keep coming back. Like, they smelt blood and they're coming and they're going to keep violating. So I'm like, bruh, like, I wouldn't even have, she was just trying to protect the grave. I would have ran them over. I would have been, I had shit else to do. I would have been driving through them backwoods trying to hit a wolf or two.
Well, that's what she did. She ran through the back. She came back through, and she bust through her fence, and
ran them
scared
off
with the sirens on, with the lights on, scared the shit out of the wolves.
Yeah, but no, you're missing what I'm saying. I'm saying I would have kept running after them, and I would have ran over the wolves. It would have been me going as far as I could go in that car until it's roadkill.
You
I'm
would have
not trying to
ran
scare
over
them off at that point.
the coyotes were
'cause they're
just
gonna
being
keep coming back.
coyotes.
But exactly, and they're going to keep coming back, and we're going to keep having this issue, and I can't commute. And then it made me wonder, why didn't animals get licked? That'd be really interesting if all animals were happy and on one accord. Like the cycle of life would actually, the world would actually shut down because the circle of life might not continue. But anyway, I started thinking, like, I wonder what the animals are doing right now. They're probably like, what the fuck are humans on, bro? They're like, humans are acting so weird.
No, actually, they'd probably be thinking humans are finally acting normal.
Well, they're like, okay, all the humans are gone. Like, what? Who did this? Did somebody do something? Did somebody finally get rid of them?
I was trying to play two clips. I was trying to play two sound bites during this segment, and I realized that I forgot that I moved my sound bites to a different folder, and I didn't update the soundboard. And so when I played the clip, nothing happened.
What was it? You want to just do it manually?
Yeah, but it's not the same now.
I know, but we can want to hear it.
When she went out there to threaten the coyotes with the golf club, and they growled at her. No, I was going to do this.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
That one.
They said,
that was perfect. And it didn't work. It fucked me all up. It was messed up.
Yeah, it was giving Acme at that point.
So then she keeps the car over top of the grave and just sleeps in it for the rest of the night.
Smart. Well, I think she just kind of passed out from exertion, but yeah, like it does. That didn't make sense because the only way to, because again, I would have been on a whole different mission. My whole thing would have been kill these wolves. You ain't got nothing else to do. Her thought is protect the grave, and so it's the way she does it is smart.
Petty Gift says Chanel's baddie IQ is impressive. Don't feed into that nonsense. Please don't.
Thank you.
So then she wakes up in the morning, and then she looks over, and then she's like, and she sees that it's a button, and she presses the button, and then the latch just opens up for the shotgun. And she was like,
yeah.
God damn.
It's like when the keys were right in front of you. She said, son of a bitch. And then she finds the keys to unlock the other half of the handcuffs. She's like, son of a bitch. But I mean, to be honest, when you're under duress, I can understand you not getting the latch mechanism right. And that's why child locks work.
I wonder if this clip works though. Oh no, I lost my favorite clip. All right, I'm gonna have to fix that later. All right, whatever. This is stupid.
Well, at least we have a Zaddy alert now.
Zaddy alert is going away till I find my clip.
You don't understand priorities.
So
okay,
then she drives to a stone and brick place and she gets some tiles, stone, and she goes back and she basically creates a tomb in her backyard. And then she hand paints and hand creates a headstone, takes it out there, and I think that was cathartic for her.
Yeah, she's finally saying some type of goodbye, and also it's not just a random grave dug in the backyard anymore.
Yeah, that was definitely very cathartic for her. And so then she goes back. She goes back in and she knocks over the fucking thing, and she picks the material that they were using. She picks it back up, and she looks at it. She's like, "Huh, this is like something familiar. That might be. It's like a barcode." She's like, "I wonder if this scans." So she drives to her Sprouts, and she goes to the scanner, and it doesn't work. And maybe I'm looking too much into this, but I thought the fact that it didn't work, she figured it out.
I mean,
because she was like, why would this not be in the system? But I don't think the board, I don't think the lick can be deceitful.
Okay, this is where I was lost because I just thought, okay, this is clearly a non-Whole Foods item. And that's as far as I got with it.
Sprouts.
Sprouts. You're right. Fuck Whole Foods. So yeah, that was what.
So then she goes through and she's like, oh, but this looked familiar. And looked like a bag of some sort. So she starts looking through all the aisles with bags. And then she gets to the dog aisle. And then she sees the top of the bag has like a blue like seal. And she was like, oh, this looks like a blue seal.
This is literally the dog food bag, yeah.
And then she looks on the side and
So
there's
then
the
I
same.
was like, there's a clip you're missing here, isn't it?
No. What? Why you say that?
I got it. Hold on. Dang, so any song we play is probably gonna get banned, right?
Yes. If you play the song.
Okay, well, anyway, I was thinking dog food. I got all blues.
I don't
It's a
even
43
know that
Doug
song.
song. It's a Detroit song. So when I saw that, I was just like, I heard the beat in my head. And I'm not doing it justice. Dog food.
You probably are doing it justice. I'm sure it sounds just like that.
There's like a whistle in the background.
I've heard.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard It's So Cold in the D. I know what y'all are capable of.
Okay, now let's be very clear. That's not a Detroit song. That's like a damn parody at this point.
I know what y'all are capable of. So then she realizes it's from a company called Agri-Jet. So she goes over to the Agri-Jet facility. That shit is empty and it's cold as fuck. She sees that that's where they're storing a lot of the food that they said they got rid of. Then she sees some shit that's covered in a white sheet. She lifts it up and she's like, what the fuck? And then it counts to credits and we don't see what it is, although we know exactly what it is.
What is it?
It's obviously where they're keeping the dead bodies of all the people they were going to pick up.
But are they eating them?
No, they're just storing them there.
Oh. I thought it was more shocking than that. I thought like there was some type of cannibalism, some type of drugs, some type of something. Okay, well then there you go. Well, you ruined it for me.
How'd I ruin it for you? I thought that was obvious. I thought everybody knew that.
I know. I was like, it might be, but I'm like, it might be dead bodies in a way that's not expected. But I mean, obviously, I don't. So what you're saying is they're just storing the bodies all willy nilly, and that's the problem.
Yeah, they got to store them somewhere. They're not burying them, so they're storing them. Okay. They're storing them in the cold, so they don't stink up the place and attract all types of animals and shit. Them? Yes, I'm sure they're not burying. Okay. Also, I found my clip. Found my clip, Chanel.
You want to hear good news about episode 6?
What about it?
The summary says Carol makes a shocking discovery and learns new information while Mr. Diabate experiences life to the fullest in Las Vegas.
See, we going to Las Vegas. Look at me.
I know you're excited.
And I don't even watch the previews.
I couldn't find a preview. I was just looking it up because I was at the end of that. I was like, wait, what just happened? And so I started really wanting to see it. And I couldn't find it.
Look at me. I'm proud of myself there.
But this one doesn't come out until Friday, for real.
Next Friday.
Yeah, it sucks. Like, don't give me an early episode. Don't give me an early episode if that means I have to actually wait until next week to watch. Like, now I have more time in between the other one. It says December 5th, which I'm not sure about. But maybe it's like midnight.
It usually comes out at 9 o'clock on Thursdays. 9
that's what I'm
Eastern.
saying right now. It says Friday, December 5th. It's going to Fridays for some reason. So who knows why?
That's their official release. But they release it early every week.
Oh, okay. Where? Okay, cool. Well, we'll see because we got it on Tuesday this week. Oh, because of holiday. Duh. Cool. Well, anyway, fun episode. Carol's doing a lot of caroling. She finally got what she asked for. She got what she wanted. And I don't know if she really wants it. She probably missed Zosia. I know she missed Helen. And I'm curious about the tapes. Mr. Paraguay, Mr. Colombia in Paraguay needs to pop up again. We're going to see him somewhere. We got surprise Lakshmi, so I'm sure we'll see others. Again, we know we're going to get Mr. Diabate, also known as Romy Rome. And I guess I'm curious to see how far the lick can go in terms of icing out Carol. curious to see what she discovers next and how that helps. And I guess I'm curious on if this season wraps itself up with some type of, hey, there's a cure and we're trying to find it. Like that would be I don't know where this season's gonna go.
Well, we'll be following it next week when we get back to episode 6. Before episode 6, though, make sure you check us out with the season finale of The Chair Company. I've seen that The Chair Company views has gone up since we started doing Pluribus, so some of y'all are checking that out as well. So we appreciate that. Until then, Chanel, you want to give the outro?
Yeah, and you know what? I want you. Oh, look, I think they've already committed to season 2. Is it already been approved for season 2? Do you know?
I don't know, but I'm quite sure it will be. Like, this is really
Yeah,
popular.
I think it has been. And are there only, so there's 9 episodes? Is there 9 episodes?
Oh, it was.
Yeah, there's 9 episodes.
They ordered 2 seasons when they bought the show.
Yeah, okay, and then it goes to the end of the year. Brandon, you can start to incorporate some of the blurred and baddies wording into the beginning, so it can be consistent.
That's the end.
That's the. But people might not make it to this point, and then they don't really get what the show is about. And I feel like you have to include more of my audience in. It's not just about the blurs.
What do I say up front that's about blurs?
I'm saying, but everything about you is blurred. So that's why you got to have a little bit more incorporate. Say, hey, baddies are welcome here too. You guys said that in the beginning, because the baddies are going to click out within the first 10, 20 minutes. They're like, what is this? But if you tell them, hey, this show is for y'all, stick around. I'm serious about this as I am about dairy. So anyway, thank you guys for listening to the We Was Watching podcast, a show for blurs and baddies who are interested in TV, sci-fi, fantasy, drama, alien stuff with butterflies and drones and all the politics underlying everything. I've been your host Chanel, and with your other host Brandon, and we are at We Was Watching across all the social media. Also, our email is wewaswatchingpodcast@gmail.com. If you'd like to contact us, all that stuff should be in the show notes on anchor.fm/wewaswatching. And we love to hear what you guys think about the show. So if you give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcast, or a comment on Spotify, or a comment anywhere else, just about, it's even YouTube, we'll find that and shout you out. If we miss a comment, let us know. If you email us, we'll read it on the show. We love to know what you guys think about the different shows. We announce more of our slate for the rest of for the beginning of next year in the last episode. Let us know if you think about that, what you're excited about. And in the meantime, we would love to hear your theories on Pluribus. If you're part of the replay crew and you made it this far, God bless you. Thank you for being here. Leave a comment and tell us what you think about the show. Feel free to comment and share. And if that's all, have a happy remembrance of those we've lost to political violence and colonialism day tomorrow. Please eat and be merry and rethink what the day is about, because it's not about the pilgrims. I know that much. And I hope you guys enjoy your days off. And we'll see you next week for sure for Chair Company, and then for sure for Pluribus. Trying to think what else, but I do not know the dates. But I am technically not going to be traveling, so we should not. It shouldn't be a problem. Anywho, guys, thanks for being here. Love you guys so much, and until next time, we hope.